Hey everyone, hey, Brian Neff here. Today we're going to cover the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Emergency Advance. This is the $10,000 advance that you've been hearing about in the media, and today I'm going to actually show you how to apply for this on the SBA.gov website. Now, below this video, you will find the links to it. Make sure you subscribe to it so you get all the updates, because this is fast and furious. There are tons of updates coming out. So let's get started. On the SBA.gov website, under the funding programs, you'll see this loan advance provides up to $10,000 of economic relief to businesses that are currently experiencing temporary difficulties. And so let's go over an overview of what this means and who qualifies. So who's eligible today? On the site, it basically says any small business with less than 500 employees. This includes sole proprietors, independent contractors, self-employed. So if you're an insurance agent, a real estate agent, you get a 1099, that's all your income. You're an Uber driver. You deliver groceries, you deliver food, you have a small hair salon, you have, as long as it's less than 500 employees, these businesses qualify. So on this page, you'll see click here to go right to the loan and apply. Now this link, I'll automatically put this link down below so you don't have to mess around and go through the other stuff. You'll have the other links to review the process. But real simple, this is how you apply. We're going to move me up here out of the way so we can get started. And so here's the Streamlined Requirements. Real simple process. You can finish this in less than 5 minutes. So let's take a look at it. You're eligible if your applicant is business with not more than 500 employees. So if you're an LLC, an S Corp, a corporation, whatever it may be, you want to click the first box. The second box is for individuals who operate under a sole proprietor. So if you're a real estate agent, you're a life insurance agent, Uber driver, whatever, if you're an independent contractor with employees or without employees, you want to click box 2. Some of them are co-ops, ESOP plans. So most of you watching this will either click 1 or 2. So let's click 2 to get started. And so review and check the following information. Now, if you are unable to check all the following, you are not eligible, so do not go any further. So basically it says you're not engaged in any illegal activity. No principal has a 50% or greater ownership, has delinquent child support over the last 60 days. You're not in agriculture like a farm. You don't do sexual business, live performances, income, stuff like that. You don't get more than 1/3 of your income from legal gambling. You're not a lobbyist, and you're not a state or local municipal entity. So from there, check them boxes, and let's go further. So this is your business information. So this is where you can put in your business information. So let's go ahead and I'm going to just put Acme Inc. That used to be a great one. On most old cartoons, EIN number or sole proprietorship, SSN. So if you check box number 1, you have an EIN number. Make sure you put your EIN number in here. If you're a sole proprietor, it says SSN for sole proprietorship, so put your social security number. So we're going to put okay, there we go, till we got green. And now organization type. This is the type of organization that you have today. Are you an LLC? A sole proprietor is what we check, so we're going to go ahead and check that one. See, take a look at all these. C Corp, S Corp, general partnership, trust, co-op, independent contractor. Choose what fits your business the best. So we're going to click sole proprietor. Next is, are you a nonprofit? No. And are you a franchise? No, we're not a franchise. Okay, so gross revenues for the last 12 months. This is gross, before expenses, before taxes, before payroll, all this. What was your gross revenue before January 31st? Now look at this. It says before January 31st of 2020. So what you want to make sure that you take, and if you've got your last 12 months of income for 2019, you're ready to file your taxes, you got to substitute January of 2020 with January of 2019. So it takes a little bit of work to do that, but let's just throw in an example, $100,000 in here. And did you sell goods or not? This would be for like small stores. You're selling business online. You got courses you're selling, whatever it may be. I'm just going to put 0 just to go on. There's some other stuff in here. Let's say you're a real estate investor and you've got rental properties. This is where you put lost rents due to the disaster, nonprofits, operating expenses, faith-based if you're a church, small church, all this stuff. So there's a lot of different things. Now you see here, these first ones have the asterisk. Anything with the asterisk you must fill out or it will not let you go further. So we're going to go skip down to these. We don't have any of these. Primary business address, just put in an address in here where your address is. Town here. And it does ask for county, so make sure you put your county in there too. Zip code and phone number. Business email. Now, take a look at this. It says date business established. If you file, excuse me, as an LLC or a corporation, you're going to have a business date. When did you establish your business? If I take my insurance practice, I started a business in June of 1999, I would put that date in here. And so let's put that in. And then current ownership, I've owned it since that day. So put the exact same information in there. There we go. Business activity. So whatever your business may be, whether it's agriculture, auto repair, small business, construction, eating, drinking, educational, finance, insurance. I'm just going to click insurance. And up comes a list of other items. So I was an insurance agent since 1999. So I'm going to put that in there. Number of employees. This is anyone that you pay 1099s to. So think of that. If you have subcontractors out there, if you own a hair salon and you've got stylists in there and there's like 15 of them, so them are your employees according to this. Now some of the rules are changing, but we're going to just use that for example. So I'm just going to put 2 in here for us as an example. Now it goes into business owner information. Is your business owned by a business entity? So is there another company that owns you? Or are you self-employed? It's your company from day one. We're going to check no. Now you put your general information in here. I'm going to put just generic information because we don't want to go all the way through this. Phone number, what's your title, owner, CEO, whatever it may be, what's your percentage, just for quickness, how much do we own of the business? I'll just put 100% in there. Again, email address. They are asking for a social here. And birthday. Place of birth, put a city in here. And it does ask, are you a U.S. citizen? Yes. Residential address, just put in an address in there. And let's go. If you have additional owners, so if there's more than one of you in the business, click this button here, add additional owners, and it will populate this section again for you to add in additional owners. For time's sake, we're going to go ahead and skip that. Click next. Additional information. There's some additional questions here. Have you been convicted of a crime? Do you have outstanding federal grants or loans? Are you under an indictment? If there's anyone that assisted you in the application, put their information here. And you have to give permission for the SBA to speak with that person. Here's the big part. This is where you have to check this box. This is what everyone's talking about, the $10,000 emergency advance. Check this box. I would like to be considered for an advance of up to $10,000. Then you put your bank name, bank information. Let's put that. There you go. Routing number. There we go. Just put enough to get in there. Just make sure you put this information in here because that's where they're going to send the funds to. Then you got to accept here that under perjury, under penalty of perjury, under the laws of the United States, all the information is true and correct. So check this. Go next. It gives you a summary of what the information is, what you've put. You can make changes to this. But if you scroll all the way down to the end, you got to make sure that you're not a robot and this isn't a spam. You're trying to submit this information. And when you submit it, we're going to submit this and then remove it. We can remove it. So I just want to show you where we're at right now because they're going to give you an application number. So in this one here, your application number is, so right now that's 330. So when we actually did ours for our business, we was number 40,000. So right now it's at 3 million people have submitted this information to file for this. Now, some quick updates from what we just heard. On Thursday of this week, the Senate is taking up an extension to add an additional $250 billion to this program. So if you hear on the media that, oh, this not working, there's such a delay in the process, look, get out there, sign up for this. This is available. Get as much as you can. Even if you don't qualify for the disaster loan, at least apply for the emergency advance to help you and your small business get back up and running. Be safe, everyone. Hope this helped you.